Hi, this is Vinny Baker with Ask Abloy. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install our PDU8500 panic device on a storefront door. So to get started, we're going to start with the top mounting on a storefront door. So this is a little different from our PDU8000 series, which is for glass doors. So we use a little bit different of an alignment bushing due to the fact that the doors are hollow inside. So because of that, we have a spacer that goes inside the door, and then we have two identical spacers that encapsulate that spacer on the outside of the door. And you can see these little nubs on that alignment bushing. So the premise there is it will go in one side in the end of that spacer, and the other side will also go in. And right there is how it gets mounted onto the door. So with that, we're going to go ahead and put this up into the top portion of the door. So to do that, we have a stud with a cone head union, and then we're going to put a metal washer on. Now this is going on the side that's going to be put through the interior side of the door. We're then going to put our alignment bushing on this side, and then we're going to put our spacer on. So we're going to put our spacer on before we put it in the door. That way it's easier to align it and actually put it in to the door itself. So once you have this, we can then take it up to the door here, up in the hole. You're going to slide the side with the cone head union into the hole. This is a 5/8 diameter hole in the door, and you will have excess thread sticking up the other side. So you want to stick that alignment bushing over and in. So you want to line up those nubs into the hole, into the spacer. So right there, you can see that it's encapsulated. The reason for that spacer in between the two alignment bushings is so when you tighten this down, it does not crush the aluminum door. So that spacer is going to stop these alignment bushings, but still allow it to get tight on the door. So that way you have a secure connection, and then you also still have your adjustability with these alignment bushings. And that's another thing. If you look here, so that hole in the alignment bushing is oval. The reason being, you can rotate that 360 degrees and you can move your bolt side to side. So that allows you to have 360 degrees of adjustment in any direction that you need. So if your holes are a little off after being machined in a CNC mill inside of a shop, this is something you can use to help align that device. So now that we have this in the door, we're then going to take our mating pull. We're going to bring it up to the door. So looking down here, what you need to do is slide the two bosses that are on the cylinder housing into the two holes in the door. So one thing to mention, these holes are different from the actual glass PDU8000 device. They are actually separated holes. The PDU8000, because it's glass, it's a figure 8 configuration where the middle is actually blown out. On this, it's actually two separate holes, which allows the machining to be easier because you don't need an alignment bushing or anything to separate the metal from the glass on a glass door. So being on an aluminum storefront door or a hollow metal door or a wood door, it's okay to have the metal against metal. So we're going to come up here, we're going to slide these bosses into the bottom. We're going to tighten down that thread until it's tight. Good to go. And it's also noted that you should be using Loctite on the stud that goes into the cone head union and also on the side that goes into the post on the mating pole. So that is the top mounting for the PDU8500 panic device.